guys, I have a great read aloud for you today. It's called Fred Stays With Me, and it is by Nancy Kaufelt, and it's illustrated by Trisha Tusa. So here is the cover. Fred stays with me. So here we go. Sometimes I live with my mom, and sometimes I live with my dad. My dog Fred stays with me. I still go to the same school, and I still have the same friends. But in one of my rooms, I have a bunk bed. And in my other room, I have a regular one. What kind of bed do you have? Bunk bed? Regular bed? Fred sleeps on the floor. When my mom and I have pizza, or when my dad and I eat peanut butter sandwiches, Fred waits for the crumbs. Look at Fred. What's on his head? He's kind of a goofy dog, isn't he? At my mom's, Fred barks at the poodle next door. And at my dad's, Fred steals socks. Do you have a dog? But Fred always has time to play. My mom is tired of all the barking. Oh, what am I going to do with this dog, she says. My dad is tired of searching for socks. What am I going to do with Fred, he said. Yeah, there's Fred. You think Fred's maybe a little bit naughty? I think he's maybe not the best behaved dog out there. Sometimes my mom drives us to the park. On other days, my dad takes us to the lake. Fred likes to ride in the car. Fred shakes mud all over the seats of my mom's car. Oh, what am I going to do with this dog? My mom says. And Fred shakes lake water all over the seat of my dad's pants. My dad says, oh, what am I going to do with Fred? Fred is my friend. We walk together. We talk together. When I'm happy, Fred is too. And when I'm sad, Fred is there. But now there's trouble. My mom is mad. The neighbor's poodle barks at Fred all the time. Ooh, looks like Fred is ruff, ruff, ruff. My dad is mad because Fred has eaten all of his socks. Fred can't stay with me, says my mom. Fred can't stay with me, says my dad. Excuse me, I say. Fred doesn't stay with either of you. Fred stays with me. My mom and I come up with a plan. We help Fred make friends with the poodle next door. My dad and I come up with a plan. We buy Fred a new chew toy, and we make sure that all the socks are put away. Sometimes I live with my mom. Sometimes I live with my dad. But Fred stays with me. So that is the book, Fred Stays With Me. And I really love this book because Fred causes quite a problem at both the mom's house and the dad's house. But I like how they figure out how to solve the problem. Do you remember what the problems were that Fred had at the mom's house? At the mom's house was he tap your nose if you think that he was barking at the dog next door and being really loud. And at the dad's house, do you remember what Fred was doing? He was eating socks. You're right, Fred was eating socks. So I like how they work as a family to figure out how to help Fred with some of his bad behavior. And I also like that this book is about a different kind of family, right? We all live in different families. We might live with our mom, we might live with our dad, we might live with our grandma or our grandpa or maybe an aunt or uncle. There's all kinds of different families out there. Everybody lives with different type of family. So I thought this was a neat book. And I wondered if any of the friends out there, any of you all who are listening to our story, I wondered if any of you live with maybe just your mom or just your dad, or maybe you live with grandma or grandpa, or maybe you live with both your grown-ups, both your parents. I don't know, everyone's family's different. I hope you liked Fred Stays With Me, and I'd love to hear more about your family, and maybe if you have a dog or a cat or some kind of pet like Fred. Hopefully your pet's a little bit better behaved than Fred. See you next time. Bye, friends.